love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. What Jordan Mailata has been doing in the NFL is nothing short of extraordinary. For years, this towering presence on the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line flew under the radar, quietly dominating without getting the recognition he truly deserved. But now, after a long wait, the secret is finally out. Mailata has cracked the NFL Top 100 list for the very first time in his career, landing at number 69. And it feels like a long overdue acknowledgement of a player who's been consistently elite for quite some time. Mailata's journey is one of the most unlikely and inspiring in the entire league. We're talking about a guy who didn't even grow up playing American football. He was a rugby player from Australia with raw physical tools and a dream. The Eagles took a flyer on him in the 7th round of the 2018 NFL Draft. And at the time, nobody really knew what to expect. It wasn't until 2 years later, in 2020, that he finally got his shot on the field, and when he did, he never looked back. Since then, he's started 69 of 74 games, anchoring Jalen Hurts' blind side and becoming one of the most reliable left tackles in football. And here's the crazy part: until now, he had never made the Pro Bowl, never been named a first-team All-Pro. How is that even possible? The man allowed just 1.5 sacks in the entire 2024 season. Among all left tackles with at least 350 pass-blocking snaps, that was tied for the fewest in the league. That's elite production. That's not just solid or reliable, that's dominant. Let's talk about his impact during the Eagles' most recent Super Bowl run. Even though he only played in 12 regular season games, Mailata was a brick wall on the left side of the line. He gave Jalen Hurts the protection he needed to operate and created massive lanes for Saquon Barkley. In the run game, his presence was a key factor in Philly securing their second Super Bowl title in franchise history. He earned his first ring. And finally, people outside of Philadelphia started paying attention. Inside Philly, though, Eagles fans have been shouting his name for years. They know. They've seen him battle in the trenches, week in and week out, taking on the league's best edge rushers and shutting them down. And not only do they love him for what he does on the field, Mailata has become a fan favorite for his humble personality, his work ethic, and even his singing voice. Yeah, if you didn't know, the guy can actually sing. Like, really sing. He's been on national TV belting out tunes, showing the same level of confidence and poise that he brings to the football field. And now, heading into the 2025 season, Mailata is starting to get the flowers he's earned. Pro Football Focus ranked him as the #1 tackle in the entire NFL. Think about that for a second. #1. Ahead of household names, ahead of perennial Pro Bowlers. PFF grades aren't everything, but they paint a picture of just how consistent and technically sound he's been. He's also 5th in the odds to win the newly introduced Protector of the Year award, an accolade that, frankly, seems tailor-made for guys like him. Meanwhile, the debate around who's better, Mailata or Lane Johnson, is starting to heat up. Johnson, the veteran on the right side of that Eagles line, has the accolades. He's been to 6 Pro Bowls, named first-team All-Pro twice, and is already being talked about as a future Hall of Famer. But right now, based purely on recent performance, there's a real argument to be made that Mailata is the best tackle on the team. When PFF puts you #1 and you're barely giving up sacks all season, it's hard to argue otherwise. And it's not just one or two analysts saying this anymore. The recognition is growing across the board. ESPN recently released a breakdown of the league's strongest starting lineups, and the Eagles ranked 2nd overall. The biggest reason? Their offensive tackle duo, Mailata on the left, Johnson on the right. Together, they've become a nightmare for opposing defenses. ESPN highlighted how both players ranked near the top in pass block win rate and run block win rate, not just in one season, but consistently across 2023 and 24. That level of dominance doesn't happen by accident. It's a product of talent, technique, chemistry, and relentless preparation. For Mailata, the respect has been a long time coming. Despite being one of the most physically gifted and technically sound tackles in the game, he's often been overlooked in national conversations. Maybe it's because he didn't take the traditional path to the league. Maybe it's because he plays a position that only gets noticed when something goes wrong. But whatever the reason, it looks like the tide is finally turning. He's starting to get his due, and not just from fans and analysts, but from his peers. The NFL Top 100 is voted on by the players, And if the guys who line up with and against you every week are putting your name on that list, that means something. That speaks volumes. What's even more impressive is how Mailata continues to improve. He's not just resting on his athleticism, he's refining his footwork, mastering the nuances of leverage and hand placement, and becoming a true technician. On the line, offensive line play is all about the tails, the inches, the split-second reactions, the anticipation, and Mailata is getting sharper in every category. And don't forget, he's only been playing this sport professionally for a handful of years. That's what makes his rise so incredible. He's not some grizzled vet who's been grinding it out since Pop Warner. He picked up the game late and is now one of its best practitioners, and yet, despite everything he's accomplished, the Super Bowl ring, the second-team All-Pro honor, the elite grades, Mailata still hasn't made a single Pro Bowl. That's got to change. There's no excuse at this point. If the league is serious about recognizing the best players, regardless of popularity or media exposure, then Jordan Mailata needs to be in that conversation every single year moving forward. Philadelphia knows exactly what they have in this guy. The coaching staff trusts him, the locker room respects him, the fans adore him, and now, finally, the rest of the league is starting to catch up. The Eagles' offensive line has long been the engine that drives their success, and Mailata has become the anchor of that unit. He and Lane Johnson have been setting the tone up front, paving the way for explosive plays and protecting one of the league's most dynamic quarterbacks. You look at the Eagles' offensive numbers over the past few seasons: top 5 in rushing yards, near the top in fewest sacks allowed, and it all starts up front. Without Mailata and Johnson locking down the edges, that offense doesn't hum the way it does. The chemistry those two have built, the communication, the timing, it's elite. And for a team with championship aspiration, having that kind of stability on the line is priceless. Jordan Mailata's rise is more than just a feel-good story. It's a testament to what happens when raw potential meets relentless work ethic and the right coaching environment. It's proof that greatness doesn't always come from traditional paths. And as we head into the 2025 season, there's no doubt that he's going to keep climbing. The spotlight is finally on him, and he's ready for it. While Jordan Mailata's name is now echoing across NFL circles, what makes his emergence even more compelling is the consistent excellence he's maintained. Despite never truly being the headline guy, he's never chased fame. He's not a soundbite machine or a player who demands the spotlight. Instead, he lets his play speak, and it shouts at full volume every single snap. The level of consistency he brings, especially in the most demanding games, is exactly what separates good offensive linemen from great ones. And it's that quiet greatness that's starting to make noise throughout the league. Just think back to the way the Eagles' offensive line handled high-pressure situations throughout the 2024 season. Even with Mailata missing 5 games, the unit didn't collapse. When he returned, it was like flipping a switch. The left side of the line became nearly impenetrable again, and the offense surged. That's the kind of impact very few linemen in the league have. It's one thing to be solid when the whole line is healthy and clicking, but to elevate the entire unit just by being back on the field, that's a whole different level of influence. And let's not ignore how vital Mailata is in the run game. It's easy to praise a left tackle for protecting the quarterback's blind side, but Mailata's run-blocking ability is what makes him a complete player. He's not just holding ground, he's creating movement. When Barkley hits the second level untouched, that's not just great vision from the running back. That's Mailata taking defenders out of the frame entirely. He's got this unique ability to combine brute strength with nimble footwork. Watching him pull or lead up the field is like watching a freight train with ballet shoes. He gets into space, squares up on defenders, and eliminates them from the play. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles, and don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Philadelphia may have just been rocked by one of the biggest NFL rumors in recent memory. Whispers coming out of training camps and insiders close to the league suggest that T.J. Watt, yes, the T.J. Watt, could be making a sensational move to the city of brotherly love. While no official announcement has been made, the buzz grew louder this week after what many are calling his first unofficial interview. As a potential Eagle sent fans into a frenzy, the supposed interview, which reportedly took place off the record at a private event in downtown Philly, saw Watt speaking highly of the Eagles' culture, coaching staff, and their fiercely loyal fan base. Those who overheard or got wind of the conversation claim Watt used the phrase, "I've always admired how Philly plays defense. It's gritty, relentless, and personal." While this could easily be chalked up to admiration, insiders aren't ruling out something bigger brewing beneath the surface. Fueling the speculation is Watt's recent cryptic activity on social media. A few subtle likes on Eagles-related posts, a quick follow of several Philadelphia players, and even a curious post captioned, "New energy coming," have left fans and analysts alike connecting the dots. Could this be a coordinated PR soft launch of a blockbuster trade? Or just a coincidence stoked by off-season boredom? Watt, the perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate and longtime Steelers star, has not formally commented on the rumors. The Steelers' front office, too, has remained tight-lipped, though a source close to the organization admitted anything's possible during rebuild talks. Philadelphia, known for pulling aggressive front office moves, might just be cooking up something few saw coming. One thing is clear, the idea of T.J. Watt in an Eagles jersey isn't as far-fetched today as it was a week ago. Whether this is a smokescreen or the start of a seismic NFL shift, the city is buzzing with possibilities. Stay tuned. If this becomes real, it could change the entire dynamic of the NFC. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.